in boxing, Manny Pacquiao is #1 in the world. But his last couple of performances have shown the beginnings of some possible deterioration. Is he #1 pound for pound? He'll try to make a statement here. Did you train to take body punches? Are you ready to get hit in the gut?
Well, I think that's what he should do, too. But, you know, looking at the division, you see a lot of fat or something like Duran. He looks perfect. Looked like he was born to be a lightweight.
A spectacular athlete from beginning to this point of his career. Never once has he looked out of place in any weight class in which he's fought. It's getting better and better. And already Diaz begins to hit him in the body with the punches that are aimed at asking how well Pacquiao is trained. And already Pacquiao shows the speed advantage that makes him so special.
But I look what Pacquiao sees, the tight defense of Diaz.
Quickly here.
Pacquiao's is boxing tonight.
Terrific combinations by Pacquiao. Many of
work his movement a lot different than I've ever saw him fight before. For the first time, he's got somebody that he's faster than.
Uppercut by Pacquiao. Mixing his punches brilliantly. Catches Diaz with a left hand. Diaz blocking ardently with his gloves, but on the defensive before he finally breaks out with another attempted body shot.
Diaz is doing a pretty good job defensive, but he can't do too much offensive simply because he's not fast enough yet. Until Pacquiao slows down, it's going to be hard for him to do.
A guy who carried the spit bucket. Strickland has said if David could beat Manny Pacquiao, I might retire. Diaz says, no way, I'm not going to let him. And you heard Freddie Roachberry pleased with the way his fighter fought round 1. CompuBox numbers, Pacquiao 19 out of 91, Diaz only 9 out of 40. Momentarily drives Manny back. Hand speed advantage tremendously in Pacquiao's favor.
Yeah, Pacquiao's doing a beautiful job of boxing. He's putting his combinations together, getting in and out.
Good left hand by Diaz. Caught Pacquiao right between punches. Lands a left hand on the chin again. This one a more glancing blow. Pacquiao with a big left hand lead over the top. And another uppercut.
But he has not been landing. Those punches are not landing. And I don't know if he's going to keep up this pace, because normally he moves around, as I said, rests, and then explodes. But he's consistently boxing this fight, which is good. But I don't know if he can keep that up all throughout the whole fight.
Pacquiao trying to thrash Diaz with speed. Catch a big left over the top by Diaz. Blood coming from the right eye of David Diaz. Already Pacquiao has brought blood from Diaz.
Strickland, the manager of Diaz, normally works in most fights as a cut man, so he'll get a chance to practice on his own fight at the end of this round.
See a good one, Emmanuel? You've done cuts, Emmanuel. Tell us about the difficulty of a cut right on the bridge of the nose.
Bridge of the nose is very difficult. It's not serious. It doesn't bleed too much. But, you know, your adrenaline chloride and thrombin and the
And slide and power punches, landing 34 of 83 to only 7 of 25 for Diaz. A wild
left hands over top. He's doing so many different things.
He looks spectacular, and he's doing it against a southpaw after not having fought one for years. Big right hook by Pacquiao. Another big right hook right on the button by Pacquiao. Move away.
Yeah, but he's just too slow.
Two good body shots for Diaz. And that right hook, right uppercut combination. Tremendous work with the right hand by Pacquiao. Hooking and uppercutting just the same way we saw Andre Berto do it with his backhand last week. Pacquiao's doing it with his lead hand. Courage of David Diaz blocking that right hook. Pacquiao gets to his body. Just missed with what would have been a big left hand connect. Did Pacquiao. Two body shots from Diaz.
Looking at the replay in the arena.
Admiring his work.
Yeah.
Brings a whole new meaning to the old boxing phrase, admiring your work.
You know, normally as a fighter, Pacquiao's known for that powerful straight left. You know, jab with his right hand, a hard straight left. And he's changing up. He's got a guy that he can do everything with now because it's a right.
And finally, he'll pull his right hand back. It's amazing. I mean, Roy Jones used to do it with the left hand, but this kid is amazing with that right hand. 3-0 Pacquiao. Give him an extra point.
And at distance, Pacquiao would be able to cut Diaz up. And Diaz's only response is to get more aggressive and try to do more damage, and that's what he's trying to do, leaving himself open for Pacquiao's assaults.
Speed is just too much. And the fact that Pacquiao's doing everything and moving and twisting and pivoting and turning all while he's punching.
A southpaw Jack Dempsey in the lightweight division. A non-stop aggressor with speed and power. And they throw at the same time. The difference in hand speed is so evident.
Unbelievable with the hand speed as well as the foot speed right there. Diaz, not only the hand speed, but he just can't deal with all the twisting and pivoting that that Pacquiao's putting into the fight also.
Diaz's left eye is beginning to power punches thrown per round. There's no way you're going to beat him if he's getting off that many shots. It is a brilliant and stunningly effective hard right hand by Pacquiao. Uppercut stuns Diaz again. Leading with hooks, crosses, and uppercuts. Pacquiao more or less dispensing with the jab because he doesn't really need to set anything up.
No, he doesn't. He just really...
The face of all that comes forward. How good is Juan Manuel Marquez of Mexico? Well, consider this. In 2 fights against Pacquiao, Marquez has won more rounds than Pacquiao has won. That's how good he is. If it weren't for the 4 knockdown, Diaz momentarily stops the Pacquiao assault. Out of 56, Emmanuel Stewart, the layman, not all that familiar with boxing, would look at Diaz's face and say, how can he be allowed to continue under these circumstances?
Yep.
They trade jabs in the center of the ring. Again, the dramatic hand speed advantage. He's not exactly a power puncher either.
Right. Watch ahead. Watch ahead. Let's go.
Totally willing to go out on his shield. So that puts pressure on the referee and medical authorities to be sure Diaz has to be earning the respect of the crowd as he continues to fire resolutely in round 6. Right eye swollen up like a tennis ball, completely shut.
But one eye is swelling and the other one is bleeding, and they haven't seemingly stopped the flow of blood. And as soon as the bell rings, it starts bleeding right away again.
I can handle his punches. He's just too fast. That's the story of what's happened so far. Harold Letterman, how do you have it through 6?
6-0.
But normally we look at Pacquiao as such a power puncher. Now he's a crafty, technical boxer in this fight.
And let me just reinterpret. Look at the combinations. Summers go in Chicago. He somehow got that done. His career will never be compared with that of the great Eric Morales, but he somehow got that done. So don't tell David Diaz to sit in a college classroom. 5 armed bodyguards have to wait outside the building.
Plus he says that even in class he spends more time signing autographs than he does doing homework or studying.
The teachers, like the students, scream. The way for a slower fighter to deal with speed is to try to interrupt the action and make the faster fighter fight when he doesn't want to. There hasn't been a moment in this fight.
Much stronger, all the way down, much more devastating. Soon this fight's going to have to stop pretty soon. The referee's going to have to stop the fight.
Is David Diaz going to get hurt by continuing to take punishment in a fight where he's not going to go down, not going to get knocked up to the referee and the medical supervisors at ringside to deliver mercy on their own?
Yeah, I think the referee's getting in position to stop the fight and stopping the fight now.
Increasingly on the defensive, Diaz has less and less to offer. That if things got bad, an opponent would be too brave for his own good. You knew it tonight.
Yeah, I think the corner should stop the fight. It would be a graceful way to end it, but it's over for all practically.
Diaz's punch output has been dropping. 65 punches thrown in the 5th, 57 in the 6th, 50 in the 7th, only 38 in the 8th. Surely he's had his moment in the sun. He's got an $800,000 guarantee and the chance for pay-per-view benefits if the buy rate rises above a certain level. He got a lot of publicity before. Tremendous straight left-hand shot for Pacquiao. Diaz full. How many more? Down he goes, and Dracula stops the fight.
It should have never got to that.
Welcome to the lightweight division. He is going to retire by the end of this year. Where does the spotlight fall? Right here.
Here you see Pacquiao land a beautiful short left cross right over the shoulder. Diaz never even saw the punch.
Jab, left hand, good night. Merciful. Finally, the merciful knockout we were talking about.
Yes, it was. First class.
Right on the chin. Question was, how good could Pacquiao look in his first fight as a lightweight? The answer is better than you might have believed.